So if you want to edit your short form video, you need to watch this video. Let us say, for example, if you like posting on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts, you need to watch this part on this video. So once you come to your CapCut software like this, what you need to do, you need to click on this section where it said import to start your video editing with your short form video. And you need to go to where you have that your video that you want to import into this your timeline. So I have found the video is here. So the video is this one. So I will click on it and import. So as you can see, the video has just been imported. You can see the video length here. So the video length is 25 minutes. So I will import the video here. You can see the aspect ratio is in 9:16, which is the short form ratio. But let us say you want to edit it in longer form ratio like in YouTube, you can use this format. But we are using the short form format. So I will click on this aspect ratio here, and you need to come down to the section where it said aspect ratio that is showing 9:16. So I'll click on 9:16. What you need to do now is to like make this your video to fit the screen of this your short form format. So how can you do that? You need to click on this section here. If you want, this is the first way that you can do it. Click on this section here, and you need to click on this section where it said free and free crop, and you need to bring it down to this section where it said 9:16. I click on that. You can see it will just give us the aspect ratio of this of the short form video. So what we need to bring our mouse, we need to bring it here and make sure we center it to be at the middle, and we will click on confirm. So once you click on confirm, you will see that you have fit the screen of the short form editing that we are trying to do. So the next thing you need to do now is to you can see that this is 25-minute video, but you can see the timeline is very, very close to each other. So let us expand it. We can just bring it up here, and we can bring it to this level. So that is what we can do if we want to expand the timeline. So what I need to cut 1 minute out of this video, or less than 1 minute. So I will put my mouse here, and to cut it, either you can use the blade icon here, which is the selecting tool here, or you can use command on your computer. For me, I will use command B. Use command B from Mac, and it's going to allow you to delete the other side. To click on delete, you need to click command S, or you can just use delete on the session. So if I click here and I click on delete, it will be deleted automatically. So that is how it works. So what I need to do now is to drag my timeline here, and I will click on command B again on my computer to cut. So now I will cut the video and I will remove this side. So the length of the video we have now is 20 seconds. So it's 20 seconds video that we have. So when you play the video, this is how it will look. So guys, while we were editing, something interrupted my computer, so I lost the access to that particular video. There's something that happens. So that is it. So what we can do now is to go to, you can see that it's making noise while it's playing. It's making noise like shh. So guys, while we were editing, so you can see that. So what we need to do now is to click on the video, and we go to audio. So when we come to audio here, we need to we can increase the volume if we want. We can increase it a bit here, and we can do when it start playing, we want it to start slowly. We don't want it to start just start talking just like that. We need a very cool fade in, and we need a very cool fade out too. So we need a fade out that is at least 10 seconds for the fade out, or 1 second. So I'll leave it at 1 second. I'll leave it there, and this one will, on the fade in, we'll leave it at 0.5 seconds, and that is what I recommend. You can do what fit to what you want. You need to come to the section where it said normalize loudness. We can click on normalize, so it will normalize the loudness. So we are going to come down here. If you want to enhance the voice, you can click on enhance. It will enhance the voice for you, but for me, I don't really enhance the voice of my audio, so I don't really do that. It will give it kind of an echo, and it will not sound very well. So what I usually do, I used to do kind of this one where it said remove noise, so noise reduce. We can click on reduce noise. So check this one and make sure it's checked. So once you have done that, then if we play the video back, this is how it will look. So guys, while we were editing, something interrupted my computer. So you see that the video is playing very well. So there is nothing like the video is slowing or things like that. So now that you understand how you can remove noise in your video, what you need to do now is to go to color grading. So to color grade, click on it, click on the video, and you need to go back to video here at the top here, and you need to click on the section where it said adjust. So once you click on adjust, it's going to bring you up here. So what you need to do, you need to click on the section where it said color wheel. Click on color wheel here. Here we are going to come to like retouch the color of our video. So what I usually do, I used to drag this section here where it said shadows. I used to drag the shadow a little bit up. I bring the shadow a little bit up. I used to bring the shadow a little bit up, and the right hand of the shadow exposure, I used to like bring it. If I click on exposure, you see to make it to be more flu. So what I usually do, I used to bring the exposure a little bit down. I'll bring the exposure a little bit down, so you can see that the exposure have dropped down. So I will bring it down more, bring it down more. So now I think I will say it's okay for me like this. Middle tone gray. So what I usually do, you can drag this a little bit up, just drag this a little bit up if you want. So this is just how I edit mine. Sometimes I used to drag it down, but we are just trying to find a color that match our skin tone. So you can see on the middle gray is a little bit making the video to look a little bit flu. When you drag it up, you can see it make it to be flu. So what you can do here is to drag it down. You can drag it down a little bit more. So once you have done that, just drag it down a little bit. And what you can do again is to scroll down, click on where it says tint, is tint the right. So what you can do here is to drag it a little bit down or up. So when I drag it, click on this mouse and drag it up, you can see it make the video to look a little bit more clean. So what I can do here, if I drag it down, you can see it's changing the color of the video. So what I can do is to drag it a little bit up, just leave it at 24. And what I can do here again on the offset, you can click on it and I can say, okay, let me take it up. So we are just trying to see how it will be okay for us, for our skin tone. So I'm trying to like bring it down. So I did it to be 100. So, and this one we can do minus on this section where it said the right hand side. So if you see when I click on it on the offset right hand, right on the offset, you can see. So when I'm dragging it, you can see the way it's changing. So what we can do is to drag it down, the offset. So we are trying to bring the flow a little bit down, because if you see the video, if one will do like this, it's flow, there's too much flow on it. So what we can do is to drag it a little bit down. So once we have done this, let me drag it more down. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So once we have done this, what we need to do again, we need to go to where it said curve. Click on curve, and here we are trying to make the video to look a little bit more shiny and cool for the viewer. So what we can do is to drag this. So see, when we drag it up, it's making the video to look more sharp and a little bit fluid. So we don't like that. So what we can do is to drag it a little bit down like this, and on the middle here we can just bring it down a bit, and here we can just bring this a little bit up. We are trying to make sure you add that to our skin. Bring it down. When we scroll down here, you can look at other one, the red, and if you want to like retouch everything, but this is what I used to do. So once you have done with everything, what you can do, you can click on this color section on the basic, like to retouch the color if you want to, but this is how I usually used to touch mine. To save this template so that you'll be using this template every time, what you can do here is to click on where it said save preset. Click on it, and you can see it will tell you that your preset have been saved into your preset session. So I will show you where you will find it, but first let us check our video to see how it look. So this is how our video look now. So this is how our video look now, and this is how the video looked before. So you can see this is how the video looked before, and this is how the video look now. So you can see the difference. So when we play it, you can see the quality of the video, it have changed and it have looked more better. So that is how you can retouch your video and make it to look to exactly to what you want in color grading. You can make it look to something more better than this. It just depends on you guys. It just depends on you. So that is how you can do your color grading. So the next thing we need to do now is to add in effect, transition, and every other thing that you can add on your video to make your video look more attractive and good. So what you can do here, now that we have retouched the audio, we have retouched the color grading of the video, so the next thing we need to do kind of a cutting. So to do your cutting on this video, we can like increase the timeline so that it will show us everything that is happening on this video, each word by word. So when we play the video, so guys, while we were editing, something interrupted my computer, so I lost. So you can see now that the video is playing, you can see where you say we can just bring our mouse here and we'll put Command B and it's going to cut it. We bring this session here again. You can see any session where we know that there is nothing that is being said, we click on cut to remove that particular session. So I remove. When I click on it like this, guys, while we were editing, something interrupted my computer. So you can see where it said with editing that I've just did, I will click on here and I put Command B to cut. Put this on basic to have everything that is happening. So I will cut and I click on play. That is all the video because the video is very, very short if you remember. So the video is very, very short. So why I put Command B here is to cut the video and add the element. Let us say we want to add a transition on this part where I did a cut in here. So what you can do is to click on transition. So once you click on transition here, you can add in a transition that you like. Let us say this one. I will click on it and bring it here. As you can see, this will now be a transition from one video to another. With everything that so you can see the way it transit to another video. So how to add an effect to you can click on the section where it said effect and you can look from kind of effect that you like and you can add it to your video. So what I can do here is to bring this effect here. You can just do this effect here. So this is how it will look. So guys, while we were editing, I can put it here so that it will look interesting. So let us do something like this and see. Something interact. We can do it to look a little bit more long. We can do something like this. Something interrupted my computer. So this type of effect, you can use it when your video is about to end. You know, when your video is about to finish, you can use the type of so that it just look like he spread out, he blow out himself. So that is kind of effect that you can use. So what you can do is to drag this and put it at the end here. So we can just do it as something like this. I have just done. So that is what you can do if you want to add that type of effect in your video. So in the beginning, if you want to add a way to pop up, kind of an animation for it to pop up, what you can do, click on the video, the part where you want to add the animation, click on animation, and you can add in the animation that you want. Let us say, for example, you want to add this type of animation, you can add it, this one, you can add it, or this, or this. So you can just choose any one here. So what I can do is to click on one of these. So this is how the video is going. The video is going to display like this. So guys, so now that the video have display in that way, so that is how you can add effect if you want to add an effect. So let us say, for example, you want to add a like a subtitle or a caption on that your video. So what you can do is to click on text here. You can add in your caption if you want to add or a title on that your video. But one thing that you can do too is to add an auto caption so that it will capture, it will do auto caption for all the videos. So what you can do here is to click on the section where it said auto caption and you can select your language. Where it say bilingual caption, you can leave it and just click on where it said generate,